प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ओम्। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादीनगेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततं पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। सर्वतन्त्रस्वतन्त्राय सदात्माद्वैतवेदिने श्रीमते शङ्करार्याय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः। योऽवतीर्ण यहाचार्य रूपेण यतीनामुदे श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे तं हरिं करुणानिधिं। मननाख्यं प्रकरणं वासुदेवयतीश्वरैः रचितं विस्तरेणाद्य सङ्ग्रहेण प्रकाश्यते। बालानामुपकाराय ज्ञानसिद्धये तत्र श्रीबालगोपाल कृष्णः सन्निहितो भवे कृष्णः सन्निहितो भवे। Question is, since Atma, the self, is free from the sense of doership, then from where does this doership, how does one experience, how does one see this doership present in Atma? So even in the state of ignorance, we we need to understand that even in the state of ignorance, how did this doership appear in the self? Just as in the state of ignorance also, there is some explanation available as how does the snake appear when it is absolutely absent. And the explanation, there is a certain explanation that you require to have some samskaras, etc. And above all, the ignorance itself transforms and appears as snake. So in that case also, you can claim when you are experiencing the snake, what are you going to say? I know it is a snake. Now look at that. You are claiming the knowledge of the snake over there. But is it knowledge? Because even if when you know the snake, since you have not known the rope, it cannot be called as knowledge. And yet we are using the word knowledge. In fact, we will say, I know it is a snake. And you will say it even more confidently. I know. So you see, sometimes even the ignorance also is able to give you a lot of confidence. That's why foolish people are sometimes more confident. So just because somebody is confident does not mean that what he's saying is right. Okay? They can tell like that. Any which ways. So what is the reason under which, even this absolutely absent, or not absolute, that absolutely absent means it is not asat. But how is this which is absent, the kartritvam, even is seen over here and is experienced as is existing, is associated with existence, associated with sat. How do you see that? And to this, it was told the explanation is adhyasaha. What is it? Adhyasaha. What is adhyasa? Adhyaso naam अन्यनिष्ठ धर्माणाम अन्यत्र अवभासः अध्यासो नाम अन्यनिष्ठ धर्माणाम. So adhyasa was the answer to your question. So if your question was to be answered in just one word, we will say adhyasa. How is it experienced? Because of what? Adhyasat. Then obviously next question, what is adhyasa? Anya, अन्यनिष्ठ धर्माणाम अन्यत्र अवभासः. Can you please explain that? Yes, we will provide you an example of the nauka and the tree. The nauka, meaning the boat in the water, is moving in the water. But the tree on the bank of the river is immobile. But when the nauka starts moving, one feels as if the bank and the tree is running in the opposite direction. But it is not that the bank or the tree is running in the opposite direction. It is you moving in one direction which makes you feel that the tree is in movement. So over here, the tree on the bank is stationary and the boat is mobile. But the mobility of the boat is imposed on the tree and the steadiness, stationariness of the tree is imposed on the boat. Thus, what do we see? The property which belongs to the tree is now seen in the boat, and the property which belongs to the boat, what is the property? Mobility of the boat now is seen in the tree. Evam. So if you have understood the example, we can move into the darshta. Drishtanta is meant so that some point can be brought home. एवं विविधकरणनिष्ठकर्तृत्वस्य एवं विविधकरणनिष्ठकर्तृत्वस्य आत्मनि आत्मनिष्ठ अकर्तृत्वस्य विविधकरणेषु च भानम् अज्ञानवशादेव. And why does it happen? Why even that adhyasa takes place? See, unless and until you come to this point that the whole mess is due to ignorance, because once you have found ignorance is the cause of something, there cannot be any further question as why there is ignorance. Ignorance is causeless. Ignorance is causeless. Nothing causes ignorance. And that's why in Vedanta Shastra, ignorance is also called as anadi. So don't ask when did this start happening? Why did God create us and then made us, like this? It is anadi. Even God not started. It is anadi ignorance has done it. So bhanam ajnana vashadev. What is the bhanam now that you are having? Vividha karana nishtha kartvatsya. So now, what is the agency? What are the agents of actions, whether those actions are mental actions, physical actions, or vocal actions? Okay, kayika, vachika, manasa. All these actions are there, but and those karanas, meaning the body, the speech, and the mind is responsible for those actions. I have several times given this example. Now look at it. That your eyes see the fire. To detect colors and forms, etc., is what your indriyas are supposed to do. So the fire is detected by the eyes, the heat is detected by the Tvagindriya. Okay. By Tvagindriya, you detect the heat. Thus, this information is carried to your buddhi. Presently, if you want to use the word brain, I don't have any objection. Carried to the brain. And over there, the analysis takes place. This is a danger to survival. The fire is here. So run. And run is a command that your buddhi gives to your karmendriyas. So entire body now goes into the mode of survival, wherein the heart will pump more blood to the legs. The leg muscles will get some, they will, what do they call? Uh, कड़े हो जाएंगे. कड़ा होना मतलब they will
Firm,
harden.
firm
Huh?
up, firm up, firm up, firm up
Okay.
or harden.
Okay. Now, in order to run fast, the muscles of the leg also have to be prepared. So, thus, all these things are happening. The body, mind, speech, everything goes into their own mode of actions. Now, question is, the eyes did their function, the buddhi did its function, the legs have done their function. What did you do? What did you do to take the credit that I started running, I saw, I started running, I thought? You did nothing, sir, there. Nothing. The body, mind, etc., are the agents of action and they are doing it. So the actions are being executed over there. And therefore, where is the kartritvam? Where is the kartritvam? Naturally, vividha karana nishtha kartritvam. Where is the kartritvam? It is located in the vividha karanas. Vividha karanas means threefold karanas. Okay. Trividha. Vividha means what? Over here, Trividha karanas. Because we have Trividha karanas. एवं विविध करण निष्ठ कर्तृत्वस्य. So now the kartrutvam is located in this karana. But where are you seeing the kartrutvam? In Atma, in the self. I am the doer. You take that pride, saying I am the doer. And therefore, this kartrutvasya atmani. Where is that kartrutvam now seen? In the Atma. Then furthermore, Atmanishta Kartrutvasya. This Atmanishta is sorry. Atmanishta Akartrutvasya. Sorry, read it that way. I made a mistake. Atmanishta Kartrutvasya. The Akartrutvam is Atmanishta. But as a result, what happens? Atmanishta Akartrutvasya Vivida Karaneshu. It is seen in various Karanas. Vividhakaraneshu cha bhanam. This is your experience. Ajnana vashadeva. Just as ignorance causes the properties of one object to be seen in another object, exactly like that, the akartrutvam, which is the dharma of Atma, kartrutvam, which is the dharma of the Karanas, are seen exactly in opposite places. So now, kartrutvam, though is not there in Atma, yet it is possible to see kartrutvam is established or not. This is the vichar, to see it thus. So this is not some simply given to you for you to believe God is in the seventh heaven. Okay, what is he doing there? From there he is giving commandments. For what reason? No, he is interested in your life, that's why. He is sitting high up. How many people like me have come and gone, but he still has got more interest in me and want to see that how much faith I have and good I am or bad I am. Why? What is the problem, God? हाँ? मैंने तुम्हारा क्या बिगाड़ा वो बताओ. Okay, you're putting me into so much of torture. No, nothing. And this is simply that this is the structure of body-mind complex is like this, but it is due to ignorance that you are seeing the kartritvam and kartritvam, etc., where in the Atma. And in Atma, is it there? It is absent. Yet it is seen. Why? Ajnana vasha, because of ignorance. Ajnana vashat eva anam. There is no other reason. It is not God making you suffer and all that. No, nothing. Ajnana vashat. This is it. Tasmad atmanaha kartritvam aropad iti janihi. Thus, that what somebody you accuse, a false accusation, uh, is also called as an arop. Sometimes even before it is proven, now somebody is brought and he's called in the court law. He said ROP, means he is the accused. So thus there is a false allegation that Atma, I am the Karta, Tasmad Atmana Kartritvam Aropa, due to superimposition. Iti jani, he know this. So when you are going to think about where the Kartritvam is, it is, though it is seen, experienced in the Atma, where does it really belong? Though you are seeing the steadiness in the nauka and movement in the trees, where is the tree? What is where? The movement is in the nauka and the stationariness is in the tree. Exactly like this. Now, this person is the Purva Paksha is asking a question. He says, these Trivida Karanas are how they are all Jada. They are Jada. And Kartrutvam, we see, is associated only with the Chetan, the one who is alive. Correct? Chetan, conscious person. Hmm. So that's why when the doorbell rings in the afternoon when you are taking a nap or so, you don't get angry at the doorbell. You get angry at the person who's ringing the doorbell. Why? Eh? Because the doorbell is Jada. The person who has pressed the button is Chaitanya. And therefore, naturally, you are saying that Kartrutvam belongs to the Chaitanya. But that nobody ever says that Jada has got any Kartrutvam. So this is the question. Nanu Jadasya Trivida Karanasya makes it very clear. What are we calling? What is it that we have classified as Jada? Trividha Karanas. So Trivida Nanu Jadasya. मतलब क्या? Trivida Karanasya Achetanatva, because they essentially being achetana. Achetanatvad, insentient. Achetanasya katham kartritvam. From where have you brought this? That kartritvam belongs to this achetana. We have never heard anything like this. Karanatrayasya kartritve. Now chalo. Now we may do some abhyupagama vada also. Now temporarily we may even accept what you are saying. We may, are you hearing some noise going outside? No, no, right, very good. Ah. Then Karanatrayasya Katham Kartrutvam. Now, even if we do the Abhyupagamavad, and for the time's sake, and for your sake, maybe because you are my son-in-law, I may even accept your foolishness. And I may say, oh, okay, okay. So even if we accept that the Karanas are the Karta, then these Karanas, the Trivida Karanas, will require yet another set of equipment to execute the action, because the Karta cannot be the Karana, and vice versa. If it is a Karana, it cannot become the Karta. You understand? So now there are these two questions that he has asked. The first one is, how is Kartrutvam? How are you associating Kartrutvam with Achetana, insentient? First question. The second question is, even if for some time we may accept that there is Kartrutvam that belongs to the Trividha Karanas, yet, so now these Trividha Karanas are the Karta. Now, this karta will require something else as its tools to execute actions. Karanas will be required. Correct? When you say, I am writing, means what? I am writing with a pen or a pencil. So there is a karana involved. So you can be the karta. But for this karta also, karta will require some karana. Then again, there will be another problem. Now, there is these karanas, then are these karanas also, the second set of karanas also karta? Then yet another set of karanas, then that set of karanas also can become a karta. Then yet another. And finally, you please tell us who is actually the karta. You understand where the problem is going to be? So he says karana. So basically, it is not possible. Huh? करणत्रयस्यैव कथं कर्तृत्वं करणत्रयस्यैव कर्तृत्वे ओके दिस करणत्रय we may accept as karta तस्य करणांतरेण भवितव्यम then we will have to by the force of that logic we will have to say that there is this karta which is the karanas have yet another set of karanas upakaranas हा पूजेची उपकरण असतात की नाही like this is this is your चक्षुर इंद्रिय इज अ करण करण है कि नहीं है it is a tool it is an equipment it is a system which has become a tool instrument in knowledge of in making the knowledge of colors and forms चश्मा लगता है you require चश्मा so this chashma is a उपकरण huh? So the eyes require something else so finally you tell us what is what Shrunu. Now, if this is your question, Shrunu. Shrunu means listen to this carefully. And by that carefully, Bhanu, what do we mean is don't forget it. Don't forget it. Yatha loke achetanasya vayoho kshanam unmulane tesham dura nirasane cha karanam vina kartritvam यथा च जलप्रवाहस्यापि अचेतनस्य वृक्षादीनाम् उन्मूलने तेषां दूरनिरसने च करणं विना कर्तृत्वं दृश्यते ततः त्रिविधकरणस्यापि करणान्तरं विना कर्तृत्वम् उपपद्यते now this discussion what is the conclusion that we have to arrive and understand is this त्रिविधकरणस्य the last line त्रिविधकरणस्यापि करणान्तरं विना कर्तृत्वम् उपपद्यते that the कर्तृत्वम् belongs to the Trivida Karanas even if there is no another set of Karanas. Trividha Karanas, these Trividha Karanas, the body, mind, and what do they call speech? These are Karanas. Will they require yet another? Say no. If they don't have, if these Trivida Karanas do not have any other instruments, what about this? It still remains the Karta. So this Karta does not require any set. How we will explain. So two points we have to understand. One is achetanasya kartrutvam. And what is the second point? Karanantaram vinapi kartrutvam upapadyate. 2 points we have to understand. Okay? Are you okay, people, till now? Yeah. Yatha loke. You know, I think it was in 99, there was this big cyclone in Odisha. Then that was one of its. Then after in 2000 or 2001 in Kutch of Gujarat, there was this massive earthquake, if you remember. So, I was in Pune then, and then we had carried a truckload of relief material, food, medicines, clothes, utensils, whatever we carry, blankets, everything we were carrying. One truck. And then we identified that there is one village where we can, 2 or 3 villages where we can go and distribute clothes, blankets, and food, dal, chawal, all these things. So when we went over there, the whole thing was so devastating, I tell you. These tall trees, palm trees, and coconut trees, they were absolutely looking like mundan, done. All these generally these palm trees and all their those leaves are very strong. You cannot just pull it away like that, like a mango leaf or something. Now the winds, etc., were so strong, that cyclone, that everything, those trees for miles together were looking as if just stumps with maybe one or two small little branches left over it. Ah, so now he is saying, Vrikshanam Udmulane. Small animals, etc., were also, taken by the wind and put in on some tall trees and things like that. Trees fell down, the trees were carried by the wind. Uh, to Trinavarth, Avarth, Trinavarth, cyclone, Chakri. So Vrikshanam Udmulane Tesham Duranirasane Cha Karanam Vinakartritvam. First, Vayo Ho Yatha Vayo. In this world, what do we see? That Vayu, this wind, is achetana, insentient. Now, this though it is insentient, yet what happens? That this wind is able to. Don't you see? This devastation was caused by the wind. Who caused it? The Vrikshanam Unmoolanam, that the trees were uprooted and they were also carried long distance by the wind. So Vrikshanam, cows and all were flying. Vrikshanam Unmulane Tesham Dura Nirasane Cha Karadam Vina Kartritvam. Does the Vayu require any? So now you are admitting it is done by the Vayu. Who is responsible? The Vayu. So Vayu is what you are saying. Though is achetana, you are admitting some form of kartrutvam over there. This is the destruction or so much of damage brought by the flood, by the water, by the wind. Don't you say that? Chandni Chowk. The fire broke in the Chandni Chowk and so much damage was caused by that fire. You say that this fire or wind, etc., is achetanam, yet there is kartritvam. And the second thing is also seen that this Vayu becomes the karta, but Vayu does not require any hands and legs to do that work. Karanam vina kartritvam. So achetanasya kartritvam is also seen, right? Your example has to be powerful enough to, answer both the questions. So achetanasya kartritvam and karanam vina kartritvam. Both these things are seen in that example. So vayoho vrikshanam unmulane tesham dura nirasanecha karanam vina kartritvam. Furthermore, yathacha jalapravahasyapi achetanasya. So also this jalapravaha is also achetan. 2013, we had in Rishikesh over here that Kedarnath, this thing, mishap, the cloud burst took place. Yeah, Ganga was what? This Dayanand Ashram also, which is on so much above the Ganga level, their ground floor, everything. I mean, you can imagine what level of water had risen. So, jalapravahasyapi achetanasya. This jalapravaha, luckily, we are on this side of Ganga, and because it is a slope, the water had come right up to one wall of our ashram, but did not come here. So, jalapravahasyapi achetanasya, maybe we were not pavitra. Ganga did not come to our angan. Some people were even more pavitra. They got all washed. Cars and buses and buildings and God knows what all things were just going. Massive trees. And when I used to live on the other side of Ganga, every year during the rainy season, some trees fall down. So we used to catch trees. And don't think that these logs, etc., though are floating like this in that water, Ganga water. It's easy. It's like several tons of it. Then we used to catch it with some rope and all, and 10, 15, 20 people here was pulling it and bring it to this thing. And then lifting means what? You can't just lift it, and you have to chop that, and then for the whole year, then it used to be used for making chapatis, rotis, etc. I used to go there. I never made rotis and all. So I used to eat, but this making and all, I could not. I roasted it on the fire and all, not rolling. Anyways, so what happens? Jalapravahasyapi achetanasya vrikshadinam unmulane tesham dura nirasane cha karanam vina kartritvam tatha adrishyate. Both the things, achetanasya kartritvam. So he has provided you two examples, and in through both the examples, the same 2 points are iterated, and that is achetanasya kartritvam and karanam vina kartritvam. These are the two things that you will contemplate through these two examples. Drishyate. Now come, where do you have to apply it? In our case, and that is tatha trividha karanasyapi. So now all these trividha karanas do not require any karanas. So also the trividha karanas are achetana. So kartrutvam is also there, and karanam vina kartrutvam is also there. Where? In the trividha karanas. So tatha trividha karanasyapi karanantaram vina kartrutvam upapadyate. It is justified. Got it? Clear? Further. Etat Trivida karana kritani karmani kaniti chet. Sir, what are the three types of actions executed by these three types of karanas? So now he is also satisfied, and both the points are answered, objections are answered. Etat trivida karana kritani karmani. What are the various types of karmas, actions performed by the trivida karanas? Here, savishesha chinta, nirvishesha chinta, परलोक चिंता भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य चिंता इत्यादि बुद्धि विकाराः सर्वेपि मनसा क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि मानस पुण्य कर्माणि. Okay, so again we will be that there is manasa punya karma, then manasa papa karma, and manasa mishra karma. What did we see? That the punya karma is also what? Utkrishta punya karma, then madhyama punya karma, and samanya punya karma. So with the case of papa, we have seen utkrishta papa karma, madhyama papa karma, and samanya papa. Okay. Now the karanas, we are going to see this. And Mishra karma is also again Utkrishta, Samanya, Mishra, and what do they call it? Madhyama and Samanya. This. Now, Savishesha Chinta. Now, contemplation on Paramatma with attributes. You know, how this Parameshvara is the Jagat Karana. Basically, this contemplation is Savishesha Chinta. Okay? Because what is the Visheshanam there? Mayopahita Chaitanyam. How is Paramatma seen? With the Upadhi of Maya. And therefore, Mayopadhika Chaitanya. Thinking about him. Then Savisheshan, now even it will come to the point where this Parameshwara is Sri Krishna, seen as Sri Krishna, Sri Ram, Bhagavan Shankar, so on and so forth, Durga, Ganesh, etc. So Savishesha Chinta, Nirvishesha Chinta, even when you are giving your intellect to come to the conclusion that the Swarupa of Parameshwara is free from all the Visheshanas, all the Gunas. So Nirguna, Nirakara is the Swarupa of Parameshwara. But yet is seen as Jagat Karanam. How is Parameshwara seen as Jagat Karanam? Through the Upadhi of Maya. Then this Mayopadhika Chaitanya, in order to bless the devotees for their uddhara, in order to uplift them, he comes as Sri Krishna, Sri Rama, etc. Okay, so Savishesha Chinta, then Nirvishesha Chinta. Paraloka Chinta means what is Paraloka Chinta? That whatever actions I am doing, whether other people know it or they do not know it, this is Papa, this is Punya. And this Papa Punya will bear its result, whether somebody knows it or somebody does not know it. That is not the question. When a person becomes aware of his own actions, now he doesn't go on convincing others whether he is good and bad. Whatever he is, he says that whatever has happened or whatever is, it is like this. And that action will bear its own result. Okay? So by you calling me good, bad, it does not matter, or me even going into this, mode of self-glorification is also not going to be of any great use. Because what we have is the habit of hiding what is, these people, we people often talk about, they come and talk about their dreams, okay? Now, some Mahatma, once in life, they must have dreamt of one Mahatma. Don't dream, ऐसे Mahatma लोग होके आते हैं. And how many times you have murdered your own people in dream? that you tell. वो नहीं बताएंगे. And one wants to hide. So that papa karmas we want to hide and we want to highlight, only the punya karma. They're not there. Paraloka chinta, there is paraloka is there because whatever you may say and do after this body is shed, whether you will go into a body of a dog, worm, or into a devata sharira, is also definitely will be determined by your karma. It is not your desire. Oh, हमको तो अच्छा नहीं लगता, हमको तो ऊपर ले चलो. Somebody is put into a jail because of what the crimes that he has done. Then he complains, oh, हमको jail अच्छा नहीं लगता, हमको 5 star में रखो. चलेगा क्या? Who's going to listen? ये दो थप्पड़ मार के बैठ यहाँ पे. Sit here and do. It will be the thing. So, paraloka chinta, bhakti, jnana, vairagya chinta. What is called as bhakti? How to increase the bhakti? What is this knowledge, and how does knowledge also become the cause of moksha, etc.? How is this knowledge acquired, and how does this knowledge becomes aparoksha knowledge? All these things are there. Jnana, bhakti, jnana, vairagya. How then he goes into the mode of introspection, and then he tries to discover what are my own shortfalls, where is this vairagya lacking, and how am I going to increase it. So bhakti jnana vairagya chinta ityadi buddhi vikaraha, these are all modifications of the buddhi only, buddhi vikaraha, and sarvepi manasa kriyamana karmani. These are the manasa karmas, and they are above all. These are manasa punya karma. What is it? So now you see how others are good, etc. Oh, he's so good. Hey, you don't have to become goody goody. That is not punya karma. What is punya manasa punya karma? Savishesha chinta, nirvishesha chinta, jnana vairagya chinta, paraloka chinta. This is what is called as, oh no, I'm just thinking how good he is, how good she is. I goody goody hai, bas karo. Chalo aage. Think about this your एक किसी में छोटा सा गुण दिख करके then you're getting infatuated. Parmeshwara, who is the storehouse of all the gunas, what about him? eh? What about him? क्या बात करते हो. सर्वेपि मनसा क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि मानस पुण्य कर्माणि. Then further, विषय चिंता, परेशान अकार चिंता. विषय चिंता we all understand, right? Vishaya Chintanam, dwelling upon sense objects, etc., for happiness is Vishaya Chinta. Vishaya Chinta, Paresham Apakar Chinta. Then how should I cause trouble to this fellow? Why is he looking happy today? Why is he peaceful? Why should he not be? Hey, don't tell. Everybody has the right to become unhappy. So I will make him unhappy so that he gets his right. He is a Paresham Apakara Chinta Veda Shastra Yoho Apramanya Chinta. Then further, how this Veda and the Shastra which follows the Veda is a pramana, is all ये सब झूठा है. This and this line of thinking is papa karma, manasa papa. Then dharma dya bhava chinta. Hey, there is no dharma, there is no adharma and all these things. Even if you do some chori, just don't get caught and that is it. That means you are not a chor. And this dharma and all these things are just meant for people who are what? Andhashraddha people. This line of thinking is called as, these are also buddhi vikaras, sarvepi manasa papa karmani. This is the manasa papa karma. Then Mishra Karma also you have to see Manasa Mishra Karma. Savishesha Chintayaha, Nirvishesha Chintayaha, Punya Chintayaha, Vishaya Chinta, Chintadi, Papa Chintaya, Mishri Krityanushthanam, Manasam Mishra Karma. Now you are doing this, some dhyana of Shri Krishna. Okay? Savishesha Chinta you are doing. That how Bhagavan Shri Krishna stands on the bank of Yamuna under the Kadamba tree and how his pitambar is fluttering with uh, the pleasant breeze, and and the small petals are falling from his garment to his feet and something like that you are seeing. Suddenly, this pitambar color is very nice. I think I should get some clothes of this color for myself. Oh, no, no, no. For my uh, grandson, this color only will look good. Huh? And next time when I'm going to this neighbor's shadi, this is the right color I want for my sadi or whatever. Vishaya Chinta. What were you doing initially? What were you doing? Vishesha Chinta means you were doing Parameshwara's Chintanam. And what did you end in? Vishaya Chintanam. You went for doing this Vishesha Chintanam and ended in
It happens very
Vishaya
often.
Chintanam. Then Nirvishesha Chinta you are doing. This is how Atma is. This is what nature is. Naham Karta, Naham Bhokta. This is all okay. But this Upanishad and all, why did these rishis write in jungle? So it must be meant for people who are very, very, what do they call? Not for us, we are 21st century. It was meant for people who are not advanced enough. So this whole thing that it is written by somebody, it is not applicable, it is not true. All this is what a pramanya chinta has come where when you were doing the Vishesha Chintana. Okay. So now this is called as Mishri Kritya. Now that Papa Chinta also got mixed in. Chinta means Chintanam, okay? Chinta means not anxiety here. So it has got mixed up with the Punya Chinta, and therefore it is now what? Mishra Manasa Karma. Okay? So now we will see how the karma furthermore. Veda Adhyanam, Shastra Pathanam, Gita Pathanam, Sahasranama Pathanam, पञ्चाक्षरादिमन्त्रजपः भगवन्नामकीर्तनं परोपकारवार्ता सत्यवाक्यं मृदुभाषणं पूर्वभाषणं च वाचा क्रियमाणं पुण्यकर्म. Hmm? Vedadhyayana. Vedadhyayana means this then those who have learned their own shakha, Veda shakha, they should do the Veda Parayanam every day, isn't it? They have to do a portion of it every day, compulsory. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam pramaditavyam. It is to be done. Nitya karma have. Veda adhyanam, Shastra pathanam. Now what we are doing is Shastra pathanam. Gita pathanam, even the Gita part. In Chaturmas we are going to do. Then these people have made it compulsory for the morning class people that Dakshinamurti Stotra should be chanted every day. It is Punya Karma. So, Gita Pathanam, Sahasranama Pathanam, Panchakshara, Mantra Japaha. Okay, that Mantra Japa, Bhagwan Nama Kirtanam, singing the names of the Lord, Paropakara Varta, even discussions as what can be helpful and how can it be of some good use to some other person. Paropakara Varta, Satyavakyam, Mridu Bhashanam. Also, when you speak, Your speech should not be harsh, hurtful, or of vengeance. No, that is called as Mridu Bhashanam. Mridu Bhashanam is not some style of speaking. No, that is not Mridu Bhashanam. Mridu Bhashanam should be like this. You can say, yeah, of course, volume is also one criteria, but it means that Mridu Bhashanam, that it is spoken out of compassion, not with an intention to hurt. People speak, oh, truth is always hurtful. And that's why and I always speak, I'm very blunt. Don't speak if you don't know how to present the truth. And this is not what I'm saying. Manu Maharaj says, na? What is that? Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na ma bruyat, satyam apriyam.
Mm.
You know this, Manusmriti?
I
Yes.
know this sloka.
Only shloka I know from Manusmriti.
Very good. At least one thing we know.
Yeah.
That much is also enough. Hold on to it. These are all Manusmritis, etc., are all Kalyanakari. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, ma bruyat, satyam apriyam. If you don't know how to speak the truth, don't speak. There is no need. Keep quiet. So even if it is the truth that you have to present, even if Puja Gurudev used to say, Swami Chidananand, that even if you have to present a bitter truth, sugarcoat it and present like a medicine. Do that. Okay. So Mridu Bhashanam is very important. Purva Bhashanam. Purva Bhashanam was the one of the qualities of Bhagavan Ramachandra.
Smitabhashi, Purvabhashi.
It means, we people will stand like that, stiff. वो नहीं बात करता है. Yeah, I'm senior, he has to come and talk to me. No. I remember in our brahmachari days, over there, one brahmacharini was there, and newly hatched. So newly hatched fledgling was on the Coimbatore airport. And Puja Swami Dayanandji Maharaj, also Dayanand Saraswati, na, Harshavidya. Swamiji was also there at that time on that airport. Now this lady, she saw Swamiji, because she can't talk, so she didn't know. Swamiji, that old man, he walks up to her and says, I'm Swami Dayanand. Urvabhashanam cha vacha kriyamanam punya karma. This is the punya karma done through your speech. Okay? Veda Shastra Dushanam. Shastra ko gali galoch karna. One day, I had somebody was here and I gave some, I think, one Avadhuta Gita for this one lady to read. So in there is some ninda of the body. Okay. Why body? Because we have this Shobhana Buddhi in the physical body. Men will have for men, women will have for men, so on and so forth. Okay. So Shobhana Buddhi means, oh, it is so nice. That kind of a Buddhi will be there. Then she came back. Oh, this is so Ninda, all, against women only, everything is being written. I said, oh, one or two shlokas in the whole thing you found. And then, this is all bad, this is all wrong. Will you want to become some revolutionary here? What bring revolution? What great revolution will you bring? So then I told this lady, if you want to talk in this tone and about Shastra like this, please I will not tolerate and I do not want to listen. You can ask me a question as why is this said so, and I can answer that. But if you have to say that this is wrong and this Shastra is some trash and all that, please, I'm not going to talk to you ever in my life. Shastra Dushanam, we will not take. You can call names to us. We have defects, we know. That is all understood. But Shastram is Nirdosham. If I cannot understand Shastra, that's another issue. If you cannot understand Shastram, that is your defect. But my defect, I should superimpose on the Shastra and say Shastra is wrong. This is not acceptable. So, Veda Shastra Dushanam, Devata Dushanam. So, this don't do this pap and don't make me a part of your papi scheme. Devata Dushanam, Asatya Pishuna Parushavartha. Then Asatyam. Pishunam also means, what do they call? Uh, Constantly digging somebody's doshas is Pishunam. Parushya, harsh words. Uh, Parushavarta, Apahasavarta, you know, just for the sake of laughing matter, you make somebody a victim of your jokes. अपहासवार्ता च इत्यादि वचनम सर्वम वाचिकम पापकर्म. This is vachikam papakarma. Furthermore, Vedadhyane पूजा काले एवं आदि पुण्यवार्तासु परनिन्दायाः असत्यस्य परिहासस्य लौकिकवार्तायाः एवं आदि पापानां मिश्रीकृत्य अनुष्ठानं वाचिकं मिश्रकर्म. When you are doing Vedadhyanam, some Parayanam, etc., Puja Kale, during the puja, and the best thing in the puja is to keep Maunam. Maunam in the sense only do the mantra part. Mm, mm, mm. No, and all nothing. Just then do it in short, but don't do this. Mm, means you have come so late. Why? एवं आदि पुण्यवार्तासु परनिन्दायाः असत्यस्य परिहासस्य, making fun of somebody, etc. during the punya thing, laukika vartaya, when you are discussing this Upanishad and the Shastra, then suddenly bring in some Rajavarta, laukika varta, is Mishri Kritya Anushthan. Some people are fond of it. Mishri Kritya Anushtanam, somehow some people will take it to politics at the end of it. Even if they are discussing some Dakshinamurti Stotra, it will land there only. Mishri Kritya Anushtanam Vachikam Mishra Karma. Now, this is, so we have seen Manasa Punya Karma. We have seen the three types of Manasa Karmas. We have seen three types of Vachika Karmas. Now, there is the three types of Kayika Karmas. The time is up. We will meet tomorrow to discuss this. So, what did we understand today? That Achetanasyapi Kartrutvam Sambhavati. Karanam Vinapi Kartrutvam Sambhavati. And the three types of karmas which are there, which belong to the three Trividha Karanas. Okay. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaha Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृते भगवन्तौ पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदो विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। नमः शिवाय।